This Golf Central Morning Report is brought to you by Titleist.
And welcome back to Morning Drive on a Thursday. Lauren Thompson here, 22 minutes past the hour in the Web.com Tour Championship. The final event of the Web.com Tour Finals was canceled on Wednesday due to Hurricane Matthew. The event was canceled or was scheduled to take place at Atlantic Beach Country Club near Jacksonville, Florida. Hurricane Matthew is expected to approach northeast Florida on Friday, and the city of Jacksonville ordered an evacuation of Atlantic Beach on Wednesday morning. And the 2017 President's Cup captains Steve Stricker and Nick Price announced their assistant captains on Wednesday. U.S. captain Stricker selected Tiger Woods, Davis Love III, and Fred Couples to assist him at Liberty National Golf Club, while international captain Price selected Ernie Els, Tony Johnstone, and Jeff Ogilvy. In other news, the First Tee announced on Wednesday that Joe Louis Barrow Jr. will step down as the organization's CEO at the end of 2017. Barrow first joined the First Tee in 2000, and his retirement will coincide with the organization's 20-year anniversary. Now for an update at Miramar Golf and Country Club and the Fubon LPGA Taiwan Championship, where Sakura Yokomone leads after the first round of the Fubon LPGA Taiwan Championship, shooting an opening round of 5 under par 67. Paula Creamer, Brooke Henderson, and Amy Yang are tied for second place at 4 under par. And from there to the Symetra Tour, the road to the LPGA, and the rest of the remaining events for 2016, just 2 to go. And this week, the Iowa Golf Classic, which as of yesterday was pushed back from Friday the 7th to a Saturday start on the 8th. It is expected to have a Monday finish in Longwood, Florida. Then the following week, the season concludes not too far away, Daytona Beach, Florida, the Jones Course at LPGA International for the Symetra Tour Championship. And someone who will be there at both of those stops is with Paige McKenzie in Studio A.
Glad to now be joined by Emma Talley, a player on the Symetra Tour, and a name you may recognize, winner of the 2013 Women's U.S. Amateur Championship, as well as the 2015 NCAA Championship. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to show you one of the highlights of the 2015 season, which was you winning the national championship and coming through with an incredible finish, finding yourself in the fairway bunker on the 18th hole.
Yes, that's not really where I wanted to be off the tee, but it was a good opportunity to have a good shot, obviously. The next one, if you would have put 10 more shots down, I couldn't have done that again.
Now, what was most impressive about this sequence of events is that you had a rain delay between that bunker shot and making the winning putt. 58 minutes of sitting on that putt, knowing that it could potentially be a national championship putt for you. How did you perform under those circumstances?
Well, actually in the break, I just ate a snack and chilled with my teammates, which probably was the best thing I could have done. And then when I got out there, I just tried to laugh and have fun with my coach. I asked my coach to come out there, and he really relaxed me, and thankfully I made the putt.
Well, go through how exactly you approach that putt with your pre-shot routine, mentally, especially knowing that it meant so much.
Yeah, I actually did something that probably most people will never do. That whole week, I would close my eyes on the short putt, so I actually closed my eyes when I hit that putt. I saw the right to left break, and then I just lined it up and closed my eyes and made it.
Well, show us exactly what that looks like, and what's the reason behind closing your eyes when you're putting?
It just made me trust it, my line and the speed that I had in my head, and yeah, I mean, you can't really, when your eyes are closed, you can't really do anything except trust yourself.
Wow, that's impressive. Now, one of the other things I've noticed is actually your grip's a little bit different than it was at the NCAA Championship. Now, you are competing on the Symetra Tour. You've had 3 top 10s on the season since May. You graduated Alabama, so then turned pro in the middle of the Symetra Tour season. What has changed in your putting, and why?
Well, I've been struggling with my putting, so a couple weeks ago I changed my putting stroke. I was putting it like this, and now I've actually gone full crosshand. And then also, I didn't realize I used to putt with my left shoulder lower than my right, so I was wiping up on the ball to, and now I've got my shoulders square, and I'm hitting the ball a lot more solid now, and yeah, it's much better roll on the ball.
How else are you able to work on that? Do you work in the mirror, or do you have a coach that's standing next to you telling you if you're lined up, or how can somebody else introduce that into their own game?
Joe Hallett is Stacey Lewis's putting coach, and she's been a huge mentor to me. And so her and her agent both told me, call up Joe Hallett. So he's been a huge asset in my putting so far.
Well, and I mentioned the 3 top 10s. That puts you 26 on the Symetra Tour money list. You are playing this week, and next week is the final event of the season. What's your expectations moving into the next 2 weeks?
I just want to keep learning. I mean, this whole couple months has been a learning experience for me, and I love the Symetra Tour. It's been a great learning experience for me. I'm really glad that I've been a part of it, and I'm just excited for the next 2 weeks, and hopefully they go well.
Yeah, and if you do get that top 10, you will be playing on the LPGA Tour next season. So best of luck as you play this week at the IOA Classic. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we wish her luck. Okay, so Paige and Emma may be done in the sim. Now it's Chloe Garner's turn to step back in, because before she heads to Thackerville, Oklahoma for the World Long Drive Championship, she's going to take a turn in our season-long Long Drive Challenge. So stick around and see what she does.